Welcome to Toffee TV. It is my three things. Manchester United have beaten Everton 3-1 in the FA Cup third round at Old Trafford tonight. Disappointing night for the Blues. They are out of the FA Cup at the first time of asking. A frustrating night. Another disappointing defeat for Everton. Still haven't won a game of football since October. And that is a sobering and horrible stat, and one I didn't think we'd be repeating this season after suffering a similar run. I think it was one from October last season till New Year, and it's a poor run of form. First thing I'm going to talk about is the let's begin with the formation that the manager has used tonight. He's gone back to a 3 at the back or a 5 at the back, and I think personally this is the only way Everton can really play right now. To try and stay in games. Used it last week at Manchester City and we drew 1-1. And okay, we rode our luck a little bit. Of course we did, we had to, but we limited Man City to very little last week in that game, considering what a fantastic side they are. We limited them to very little and dug in and got a really good point. The manager in his wisdom decided to change it against Brighton, and I don't understand why. And we were pumped 4-1, and it should have been more. And today he's gone back to the back 5 again, and Everton have stayed in a game again. Okay, United aren't at City's level, but they're still a good side. I think they've won, that's 7 victories on the run now. Ten Hag's got them playing. And I think, again, overall tonight, Jordan Pickford's made some good saves, but a couple of saves from long range, which you'd expect them to save. They've scored they've got an own goal for the second goal. So Everton haven't give Manchester United that many opportunities. I know they finished with 17 shots on goal, but some of them were from miles out. That went way over the bar. And that to me just seems a better formation for Everton trying to get points on the board right now, especially losing the creativity of Alex Iwobi. And obviously having Damari Gray off Dominic Calvert-Lewin showed in a goal where we scored the goal, but it was offside, but it showed that Gray can be a real threat running at players with the ball. And Dom, if he can get in those areas, will score goals. And that might just now give Frank Lampard, if he is indeed, remains to be the Everton manager, then that might give him something to cling on to, and he might be able. This is what I thought he'd do after City. I thought he'd try to dig in for the next month with a 5 at the back and try to just start putting points on the board and getting a little bit of rhythm going, and he didn't. So I'm hoping he does now. It's not my favourite formation by any stretch, but we tried 4-3-3. It doesn't work. 4-2-3-1. He's not played anywhere near enough. But I just think right now the team would look more comfortable in that kind of formation, I believe, anyway. Second thing I'm going to talk about is the transfer window. I know, again, I'm going to keep saying it until Everton do some business. We've known we've needed extra attacking options since the window shut on the 31st of August or the 1st of September, whichever it was. We've known since then we needed to be active in this market and ready to go. We're a week in to the new transfer window and nothing has happened. Other clubs have bought. Southampton have bought. Wolves have bought teams around us, Leicester are trying to get Iwatsa in from Lorient. Everton should be all over a young winger. There is players there. And Everton have had a long time to plan this. And people might say there's no money or whatever, but deals are structured in many different ways. And maybe it's come to the point where Everton need to gamble. Because the gambling, if you don't do it, and the scraping the barrel for players on the last day, the gambling with the Premier League future anyway, which is already hanging by a thread in the bottom 3, out of both cup competitions, and it's the first week in January. So they're already gambling with this, with their Premiership survival. Premier League survival. So go and do it now. Go and spend some money. And if it means you have to sell one of your assets by the 30th of June, so be it. We did it last season with Richarlison. One of them assets might be Anthony Gordon, it might be Jordan Pickford, it might be whoever you can get money for. But maybe Everton have to do that if that frees them up to go and spend this window, because they need to. They absolutely need to. The financial year runs till June the 30th. You get some attacking players in and end up 5 places above where we are now. It's an extra 10 million quid. That can go back in. That can go off what you've spent, with prize money. So sitting on the hands isn't an option for me at all, and it needs addressing right this minute. And we've just lost Alex Iwobi tonight as well, who is our only creative midfield player. The fella who's got 5 assists this season, the fella who plays more forward passes than anyone else, fella who's created more chances than anyone else in this team that doesn't really create. He's now going to be missing for, who knows, it could be the end of, it could be the whole season. It could be, if he's lucky, 2 or 3 months, depending on, what it is. So Everton have got to move now, and there's 8 days till that Southampton game, and they need to have 1, maybe 2 in by then. Am I confident they will have? No, of course I'm not. But that's what they need to do. Third and final point is, I guess it's off the back of that one, really. And it's probably off the back, it's probably off the back of things like, is Frank Lampard going to be in charge? And that this board and this owner need to speak to its fans. I've just heard Ian Wright. I've just listened to the interviews after the game. I heard the manager talking. I didn't agree with everything he said. I think he said we had the better chances tonight. I didn't see that at all. But I agree, we stuck in and we worked for him and for the supporters who were there. But the silence from Everton. The Echo have done a brilliant piece today. Joe Thomas done a brilliant piece today about the silence. You can't be silent. We've heard nothing. I'm not talking about pre-written speeches. I'm talking about real engagement. We are in the bottom 3. It is January. We're out of both cup competitions. They're asking us to pay a lot more for our season tickets next season. And we're served up poor, unimaginative football because we haven't given the manager the best tools for the job. And there is silence. Almost 10,000, 9,500 have gone to Manchester United tonight on a Friday night after Christmas when money is tight, paid more than they should have paid for it. I've gone there. I've sung the heart out for the, sung and backed the team to the hilt. And there is silence from our football club, from our director of football, from our owner, who seems to be MIA somewhere off Monaco on a yacht or whatever he's doing. And it isn't good enough. It isn't good enough, and we need to be spoken to. We need to be told what the plan is. We need to be reassured. And there's none of that. And people will, you've seen this week, people are upset, people are angry. And that's only going to build now for the Southampton game. The club does itself absolutely no favours whatsoever. And this is why people are saying the board need to go, or we need to make the club. We all want a better Everton. We need to bring people in who can engage with the fans then. People in who are specialists. Because there's not enough of it. There's silence, and we are in deep trouble. We really are. And I don't know how long this can go on. People are getting very agitated. I'm very worried, when Ian, like I said, Ian Wright just said there, no issue, no problem. Everton fans should be doing that to their football club. They should be getting answers because it's not being run very well. This is people who aren't Evertonians, people who are looking in and going, that club looks a mess at the moment. And that isn't good enough. It's not good enough for us. Why should we feel like when we go to Old Trafford in an FA Cup tie in a cup competition, why should we feel like we just got to cling in there? Why should we feel like a championship side going to a Premier League side trying to cause an upset? We shouldn't. I'm not saying we should expect to go to United and roll them over, but we should be able to compete, shouldn't we? We've spent a hell of a lot of money. There's no doubt, it doesn't feel like that direction is there, and I think the fans deserve some answers and some communication. I really do. And I don't mean it, like I said, a pre-written thing. We need proper communication. There you go. Yeah, they're my 3 things. Sorry for boring you there. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Much appreciated, and hope you have a good weekend wherever you are. Take it easy. See you later.